type, then we have to calculate this one. What does it mean, this one? We have to write as a union. Probability of A union B union AB. There, we cannot write any joint event because we know very well it is not possible case. So simple way, just add 3 given probabilities, and here's the chance we are saying that student's blood type will be one of the above, isn't it? One of the this blood type, either A or B or AB, isn't it? Okay. Now, law of complement. This also we have done. Keywords. How we understand? We have to apply law of complement. It will be written as not. Suppose A will not happen, or your grade will not be B plus, something like this. Or you may say, neither or neither. Again, some people say neither, some people say neither. Okay, both are fine. And here's the rule. Last class I tried to define. Probability of A complement equal 1 minus P. So this is also is fine. You have done it. You can see that the math is not high. That means you're talking about low part, is it? Is this okay? Complement law and additional law already we have used. Okay. I'll explain you conditional probability. Okay. You are with me? Hello?
Yes, yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Online class is very difficult if you don't, say response. So no, otherwise it becomes problem.
Yes, ma'am. We are here.
Okay. When I'll ask you a question, you'll say either yes or no. Okay? Something like this. All right. So now I'm explaining, conditional probability. Let's copy it and go there. Let us see. Okay, just let me process this. Conditional probability right now is, listen carefully this one. If you do not understand, some cases may create problem with you. You know that. So clearly listen it. I should go in home, something like this. Fine. Now, name is conditional probability. Okay. I'm writing now. Have a look. What does it mean? Up to now, what we have done. Let's make a summary. We calculated how to find PA. And always we say it is NA dividing by NS. Always we say. It's very true. That is the reason we say. Okay. Now, say conditional probability. That means there will be a condition in our problem. More clearly, there will be a condition on some events. If I write this notation, have a look. What does it mean? Also, if I write here, these one are the same meaning. We'll see that. Look what I have written. One I have written this way. Another I have written this way. Suppose we have two events. One is A, another is B. So now our target is the same meaning, or also how to calculate and how we interpret and how we understand this one. So I have to go back again here. Or when I wrote, this one, PA, do you know that? I can write this one this way also. Given. This notation name is given. Then how people are reading? People are saying if S is given or if S is known, then what is the chance of having A? Not this one. Then we calculate, yes, that formula again I'll write. That is, we say our S must be known. If I do not know S, then I can find a subset which one is A. isn't it? Now, exactly similar way, now I'll come here. Now you compare this notation, this one with this one. That means in this, say uh, probability notation, S is our sample space, right? Always I was saying you. Now from here, if we want to come here, then don't you think then B is my space? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, actually it is. Okay. Then exactly similar way you write the formula and have a look what is the meaning. That means I should write NB. And then here I should write NA. Now you write this one also. This is our space now. Then NA and here will be NB. As a formula, am I correct? Can I write it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
miss.
Then what is the actual meaning? And why you write this? And another one, say, actually, what does it mean? Okay. Now come then. You have to understand, say one thing. Yes, I said you quickly, yes, I just changed S as a B and formula created. Doesn't mean it is the same meaning. It is not the same meaning. So we are not going to forget our sample space, consists of A or B. If you want to calculate this one, or if you want to calculate this one, all. Our sample space consists of A or B. Now we are making condition. What is the condition? Condition is, if we know B, then what is the chance of A? It has more meaning. I'm just coming, slowly I'm coming. So that means condition has on B. What is my condition? B must be known, B should be given, then I can find the probability of B. Here actually you are not going to find the probability of B, not, you are finding probability of A. But from the sample space of B, now get the number. If I say it is NA, let's say it is NA, many cases we have seen, it is NB. So I am giving some number, let's say for example, so always A, here again I'm writing A, relation will be, like this. A cannot be more than B. Otherwise, what will happen? Probability will be more than 1. Agree or disagree?
Agree, ma'am.
Yes, it
Agree,
is
ma'am.
true. That means another sense we are saying A must be a subset of B. A must be a subset of B. Okay. Now, if I say, do you know that number of A is 10 and number of B equal 30, then our total space is, 40. But here, when I'm calculating based on situation, I have given a condition, there's sample space of B, there are many math coming application, and I have to calculate A. So in that case, sample space, I'll not calculate 40. I'll calculate here 30. That means it is happening from B sample space. And what is the probability of having A? That is this. Can you see this formula? And can you see the calculation?
Yes, miss.
Similar way, can you go the reverse one? Let us see if it's possible or not. Say, are they the same meaning? We'll see that. Are they same meaning? We'll see that. Come then. Which example I have given you? Now, you see our space is A. That means, that's what I have to do. I have to write here, number of A. Number of A given here 10, right? Is it? 10. Now what I need here, I need number of B. I see this 30. This is not a possible case for us, isn't it? It is not going to exist, not. Meaning is coming more than 1. I wanted to say is meaning is more than 1. So it is not a possible case under our experiment. Just I am saying you, so these one and these one are not same. Have a look. Here sample space is which one? B. Here sample space which one? A. Understand what I'm talking? Notation. I'm trying to understand you.
Yes, miss. Yes.
The one I have written, actually it is not possible to find probability of B given A, but it is possible to find A given B. Okay, and now come the actual meaning. Why we calculate conditional probability? Why? Why? Do you know why we calculate conditional probability? I'm making why we use law of condition. Okay, simple. I'm trying to give us why we use, law of condition. Simply to know answer. Answer. Events are dependent or independent. Okay, look at this. Independent meaning is here. Dependent, independent. Now recall. For example, let's say for example now. For example, if we have probability of A given B, I showed you calculation. Suppose it is 0.30, we got the answer. I'll give you one nice example. I have one nice example. By this you will understand. Then here what we are trying to say. We are trying to say simple way. A depends with B, chance is 30%. That means who is dependent event? Who is dependent event? Can I write here A is dependent event? Can I write?
Yes,
Let us
miss.
see.
Yes, miss.
Yes, it is true. And who is independent event?
B.
B is
B is independent.
independent event. Let us understand again. Why dependent and why independent? Because A, we are calculating number of A from the part of B. But we are not calculating, say, number of B from the number of A. So here are two kinds of event. This is actually dependent. This is actually dependent event, and this is actually independent event. But if you make the reverse relation, that means, see, this is the meaning, when you calculate. A depends with B, chance is 30%. But if we get this answer, many cases you'll see where we have many problem, we'll do that. So suppose I already showed you the one I selected that did not happen because I had chosen hypothetically, okay? And suppose this one we found 0.2. Now read what I'm trying to say. Who is dependent event?
B is dependent event.
You're correct. And A is independent event, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, miss.
A is independent event. So by this way, we understand here. What is the chance B depends with A? Chance is 20%. Similar way, if you come the previous relation, say what is the chance A depends with B? That is 30%. That means a dependence ratio, under the same experiment, if it is, we see that dependency is, more than B, isn't it? We have problem. I'm making you familiar first theoretical part, and after that we'll go. That means you understood what I'm trying to say you. That means conditional probability meaning is that from the condition we have to find the probability. And you have seen we are not using our original sample space. What we use? We use one of event sample space. It can be A or it can be B. Can I say that? Can I say that?
Yes, yes, miss.
Yes, that's the concept. Okay. Now any question? Look at this again. I'll write the formula. Okay. I just gave you concept. Conditional probability. How people understand? People understand. Have a look. The first one. Excuse me. Where is the cursor? Excuse me. Okay. I'm writing by pen. See. Have a look this. Keywords. If is a Good condition. Because if you get more than 90, your grade will be A, isn't it? 90 or 90 plus, there's a condition given, this condition. Given is a condition. Because if B is given, I can find A. If A is given, I can find B. So given, that is a very common notation. I used here, this sign, you see? How we are reading this sign? Slash, is it? This one actually we read as a given that. Meaning S is given, meaning B is given, meaning A is given. Then you have seen the formula. It is exactly same formula. And I have already told you, okay, say we don't write actually this way. We do not write actually this way. Instead of that, we write actually this way because we understand, we'll calculate. If you write PA, people understand, always you use the total space. But if it is conditional probability, you cannot write only PA. This is wrong. If you write only PA, that means it is not understandable by someone. You have to write this notation. That means A condition with which event. Similarly, B is conditioned with which event. You have to write it clearly because it plays important role. Meaning is that here B is our space and here A is our space. Now you see that how this formula is coming. Actual formula is this one. I'm writing you again below. Actual formula actually this one. PB, probability of A intersection B. This is actual formula. Hello, you might be
আমার আমার নিজের জ্যাকেটটা ধুইতে পারতেছি না, ধুইলে তো তোমারটা ধুয়ে দিতে পারো।
Excuse me.
এইজন্য তুমি দেখছো যে তোমার গেঞ্জিগুলো আমি দিয়ে দিই, কিন্তু অন্য কিছু ধুই না।
What does it mean?
Oh,
Can you tell her? Can you tell her to give it her mic off? Hello.
Please keep your mic
Taiba
off.
Hussain.
My God, no sense. There is a formal class, and what they do really? Who is she? She is doing class or she is doing family work? Which one? Which one is option? She or he can do that one? Oof. Okay. I don't like online class actually. I wanted to tell you to come physically class. Okay, forget only one day. Now you see that what I'm saying you? Probability of A given B, actual formula is this one. Now realize with me. From here, this one, from here, can we write it is PA? Can we write this is PA? Let's see, can we write or not? Suppose A is 2, suppose. For example, okay? For example. Let's see if we can write or not. B is suppose 2, 4, 6. Simple, I'm trying to understand you. If you want to calculate A intersection B, then what it will come? What it will come?
2. It's 2.
2. So that's not A. That is what?
A intersection B.
That is only A, isn't it? That is the reason here I know it is written. A intersection B equal PA. This one, we write like this way. Just I'm showing you. You no need to write. Just understand. Just understand. So PA, what is the formula of PA? It is NA dividing by NS. And this is NB dividing by NS, right? Is it?
Yes, miss.
So
Yes,
then
miss.
this is cancelled. Then finally what you get?
NA divided by NB.
That actually, I wrote for you from beginning. Look at same thing I wrote that. This is the way actually it is coming. So then conditional law always use this way. You'll see different formulation in your book or maybe other place. No need, because they are same. They are same, is it? Just
Yes,
nothing. A dividing by B. Number A is dividing by number of B. Look at this. I have showed you very clearly. It is actually happening. Okay. Here's the, say, meaning of law of condition. Now, can we select question from our lecture sheet? Can we understand This math will solve by law of condition, and this is our exercise now. You can see that they have written this one. And I have written this is equal NA dividing by NB, basically same thing. Okay. Okay, can you understand this math, or I'll take first simple math? Which one? It's also fine. Okay, let's take this one to understand. Then I'll go back there. It is better to have the question there because I need to solve it, is it? Let's take another math here. The same increase in the font. It's easy then, otherwise I have to shift. Yeah. Here's our math. Let's make it bold so that you can understand clearly. Yes, question. Problem. One noted, yes. Start to read the math. Let's say I'm writing something for you for a better understanding. Online class has a lot of demerits. We don't understand properly. It's a problem. Into this. Okay, here's our problem for this. Fine. A box contains 5 defective, not please. Defective meaning it never will use. Done. 10 partially defective. They said us that fail after a couple of hours of use. That means sometime what happened, you all also experienced. For example, you started to do work with some devices. You have seen after some time it is not working. Okay, beginning it was fine, but after that it is not working. So that one, that classification, they are telling us as partially defective. And also we have 25 acceptable devices. Okay. Now we have to understand how many devices we are going to study. But there are 3 types: 5 defective, 10 partially defective, and 25 acceptable devices. Let's make the solution now here. Let's make the solution. Write the space, which consists of D for defective. I should say number of D because it is repeating. Number of PD, partially defective. Always I'm making you familiar like this way for better understanding. And A for acceptable. So add all we have seen is 5, we have seen this 10, and we have seen it is 25. Then how many devices we have here?
40.
10. 40.
Yes.
Right? 40 devices. Okay. Now, question. Look, let's see. A device is chosen at random from the box and put into use. Now, question. If it does not immediately fail, if it does not immediately fail, what is the chance it is acceptable? Look, who is present? Who is present? If is present, is it? That is probability we are calculating by conditional way. If it does not immediately fail, what is the chance it is acceptable? Do you think here you can use law of addition? Do you think you can use a law of complement? Ask yourself. Giving you a moment, okay? Possible to use. Hello? You understand? What I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you have seen that it's never possible to use law of addition as well as law of, what is the second rule? Law of which one? Complement, right?
Yes, yes.
Hmm. But it is possible to use a law of condition. It is possible to use the law of condition. Let us make it how it is possible, because I have got a word which one is if. If for this reason I'll divide it into two parts because I have given two ways information. If it does not immediately fail, what does it mean? That means it can be D or it can be PD. Am I correct?
Yes, miss.
Then what is the chance? I said number. I said
So
number
two.
here because I'm talking about, a total number. What is the chance that it is X? But I'll write here A. You understand? Don't be confused here. I said number. Obviously, it's number, isn't it? Then how many has D or PD? How many has D or PD? How many has D or PD?
15.
15. I mean, is it okay? No, I think I made mistake. If it does not fail immediately. So no, I can write D, isn't it? What I should write
Yes,
here?
ma'am. You can PD or A.
Write A,
Yeah.
A or PD. Yes. Okay. Not that. So forget about that. Not that. So this one and this one. So then we get here 35, is it? You get then
Yes, ma'am.
35. You understand clearly? I made mistake actually. I did not see that. So if it does not immediately fail, that how it can be D. It's not possible to D. D means it is already failed. And now we are looking for how many acceptable. How many acceptable? Isn't it? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
Okay. I want to make another question from here. Okay. I want to say another question. Let's see. I'm copying the question now again. I need this, but 1 second. Let me formalize this one. So I'm changing the situation now. If our question is like this, then what will do? Okay. Now I don't want acceptable. I want it is defective. I want defective. Let's see, is it possible to answer or not? Or another question, for example. Can you answer this question now? I just changed it
Yes.
because, for your understanding. If it does not immediately fail, what is the chance it is defective? Can you calculate this one exactly similar way? Just try a
Yes,
little
miss.
bit.
Just add it plus with D.
Hmm. Right? Try. Everyone please try. Learn. Okay, how I do class. You know that.
5/35.
Okay, keep your answer. Keep your answer. Others. Is this the answer? Say what she says. Is it your answer also? Hmm?
Yes, yes, miss.
Same
5
answer.
divided by 30. 5 divided by 35.
Okay. Right. I see answer is 0. Why you know? Answer will be 0. Hmm? I see answer is 0. It is impossible event.
If it does not immediately fail, the condition is given. Yes, the problem.
Hmm? Answer is
If
0.
it does not immediately fail, it's mean
Hmm?
what is the chance of defective?
What is the chance it is defective, is it?
Defective. Not chance of defective, it's chance of acceptable.
Hmm.
Does not fail immediately, so it's a chance of acceptable.
Mm-hmm. Their answer is what? Okay. AFM Abdul Rahman asking, ma'am, link. I didn't give link. Otherwise, how they are here? I got a message
ম্যাম
from
আমি
class.
আছি ক্লাসে, ওটা আমি অনেক আগে লিখছিলাম।
Acha, acha. Okay, fine. Okay. Link actually, no, someone actually they misunderstand. Link already always has in your classroom. You know that? Left hand side. Okay. Fine. I didn't see my cell. Right now I have seen. Fine. So now what is the story here? Answer is what? Let us see what is happening here. Yes, we want same thing, does not immediately fail. We can take our first part. Obviously, you can take, because I didn't change the first part, but I have changed the second part. Is it? I have a look by your side, okay? It is house bracket. Have a look. What is happening here? This D is present here. D is here.
No.
No. So, answer is what? 0 by? Answer is 0. Have a look. So, this is equation 1. And this is equation 2. Have a look. What is happening? Now, I'll tell you some other things. This is the reason I have given you this math. Agree? I told you it before. What I told you? How P equals 0 and why this happens? It is different thing from here. Okay. How P is 0? Because when we see, when we write our space, here, A is not present. This is the reason. I said you, right?
Yes, miss.
A is not present. And this is the reason A is not a part of S. So what is this then? Whenever, say we are looking for PA, don't misunderstand. Actually, I wanted to say it is. When I write PA, A is not my space. A is not my space. Then don't you think it is 0 by something? Null set. And I say your null set probability always is, 0, number of S. So same thing happened here. Because here D is not present. At before A was present. Have a look. A was present. This is the reason A was out of 35, 25. But do you think in our space as D? In our space as D কি আছে আমাদের স্যাম্পল স্পেসে আছে?
No, miss.
So this is the reason it is a null set. A null set probability is 0, and this is the reason it is 0. Anybody has any question on it?
No, ma'am.
Be careful. Wherever question will be given to you, you have to understand actually. We can't get any probability unless, first part is a part of second, because I already told you. You go there, that situation. That situation means which situation? Recall this one. Recall this one. Recall this one. Must, it will exist, is it? A must be a subset of B. Which one is our B here? Our B here. This is our B. This is our B, right? B is what here? A or PD. Similarly, this is our B. So it is our A given B. Here we see what is happening. Here we see A is not a subset of B, and this is the reason this story is happening. Another one device cannot be defective and also acceptable. Is it possible case? One device can be defective, and acceptable. Is it a
No,
possible?
miss. This is not
Not a
That is
possible.
possible
not
case.
possible, isn't it?
Because
But
in
you go the
future,
previous relation. Previous
আচ্ছা ম্যাম
relation.
আমার একটা কোশ্চেন আছে
Yes, let me say.
আচ্ছা the condition says if it does not immediately fail what is the chance it is defective, right? সো
Right.
এইখানে আমার নাম্বার অফ চান্সেস তো 5 + 10 হওয়া উচিত না ফর দ্য বটম পার্ট,
Okay. Bottom part,
লাইক
why?
এই যে এই পার্টটা যে এখন যে
If
জায়গাটা
it does not immediately fail, it is same because does not immediately fail meaning is what? It can be acceptable
Acceptable.
or
Yes.
partially defective, is it?
ও আচ্ছা 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 ও
That
আচ্ছা
is
বুঝতে
our
পেরেছি
first part, it's same thing.
ও
Look,
আচ্ছা
when
আচ্ছা
you talk
বুঝতে
that two
পেরেছি
question, what I have
আচ্ছা
done for your better understanding, that this word I have changed as defective. Other things exactly same, right?
আচ্ছা 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 বুঝতে পেরেছি
Okay. So I hope you understood what I'm trying to mean here.
Yes, miss.
Yes,
মিস বুঝেছি
this sort of question has many, and you have to understand the situation. All right. Another one, say that looks like a, say work. We understand that defective and acceptable never possible altogether. Okay, then it is okay. Now I will go again the lecture sheet. You can see that our first answer. Later I have changed it. Is it? Okay. Now I am moving carefully so that you cannot face problem. Okay. So now, what do you think about this math? Can you check the answer? And are you saying also same thing or not? Have a look. Problem 7. No need to type there. Let's see. Let us consider an example of rolling a fair dice twice. Let us define the events A. The first roll, right hand side is more, right? Okay. First roll shows a 1. First roll shows a 1. Okay. Then second roll also shows 1. Find B given A. Look at. Find B given A. Obviously, our A's will be 36 possible outcomes, right? Because we have now a pair of, fair dice. So there are 36 possible points. Do you know this?
Yes, miss.
36 possible outcomes. Now we are going to find probability of B given A. Look, they have used the formula. No problem. Probability of B intersection A, meaning is A intersection B. Isn't it same thing? Isn't it? We'll get the same answer. B intersection A is equal again A intersection B, right? Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
It is actually NB. I was telling you before. NB. Okay. Now, second roll also shows 1. First roll also shows 1. Look then, first roll shows 1. That means 1, 1. 1, 1. And second roll B also shows 1. That means it is also 1, 1. That means what is the common? Common is 1, 1, right?
1. G, miss.
1 by 36, that probability. This, you can see this first probability. Both, say roll shows you 1. That means which one we are talking, only 1 point, 1 sample point, which is 1, 1. Isn't it? Which is 1, 1.
1,
So
1.
chance of having 1, 1, you know very well, 1 by
36.
what? 36. Okay. And it will be dividing by probability of A. Have a look the probability of A. Have a look probability of A.
Yes, miss.
It is 1 by 6, meaning 6 by 36 it is, right?
Yes, miss.
6 by 36, meaning 6, they wrote here 1 by 6. Then finally we see answer is 1 by 6. They have used the law of condition. Here condition has given on A. And what is A here? A is here, first roll shows A 1. What about opposite one? Probability of A given B. Let us see, can you calculate A given B? Can you calculate A given B, opposite one? Opposite one calculate for your learning. Probability of A given B.
I think it's the same.
Are the same. They are equally likely. Are they equally likely events?
Ma'am, they are same.
That means
The
they are
same.
equally likely events, right?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, for this situation, for this math, they are equally likely events because then they have the common 1, 1. And also
Yes.
second rule, also there are 6. This is the reason. All right, this is the reason. So same solution doesn't mean the same meaning, isn't it? Opposite one. Opposite one, how people will read? People will read A first, then B. And in this relation, B is dependent event and
Yes.
A is independent event. And if we make it opposite, A given B, that means A will be dependent event and B will be independent event, isn't it? So you
Yes,
can
miss.
understand. Okay. Can I have now attendance? Okay. Make sure attendance. After that, I'll talk about your next test because I need time little bit. Is it? Hello, everyone is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
ma'am.
Okay. Like it before, I'll call you serial number and you'll say me yes. Okay. All right. I think I have opened that one time. I have just my second class. Let's see this.